This is what we call the ice house, the grounds of Monzie Castle. This is where they would have stored all their refrigerated goods before the days of freezers or indeed fridges. Just wanted to show you the Kelty. This is the Kelty burn, and this is where it joins the Shaggy, right here. So that's what we call the confluence between the Shaggy and the Kelty. Of course, both streams or burns are tributaries of the River Erne. Further on, at some point, I'll show you the joining parts for the Barvic to the turret. The turret, the Shaggy, amalgamated Glen Turret Distillery, and also the point that they all flow into the River Erne at Lady Mary's Walk. However, right now I'm going to take you back up the Shaggy. This point, of course, is, as mentioned, is the habitat of the Witch of Monzie, Kate McNiven. Shortly I'll just show you from a distance where she was burned at the stake. In actual fact, she was rolled down a hill in a burning barrel. I don't think at that point in time she was too fussy whether it's the stake or the burning barrel. I think her fate was already sealed. I suspect she probably enjoyed the last hurl down the brae as opposed to watching the flames lip her feet. As promised, this is the point that Kate McNiven was rolled down the barrel in 1715. Just an amazing piece of architecture. Give you more details at a future point on who designed and built it. It's not very well kept now. You can see the roof is actually in. Just bring it into the roof there. Would have been occupied at one point. It's certainly no more. This is another sign of dilapidation on the estate. This was a beautiful roundhouse on the western edge of the estate. The property was actually occupied about 40 years ago. An old lady, she died in here at the age of 98. Excuse me. 98, no running water, no electricity, just a coal fire as you can see in the corner. And she used to get her water from the Shaggy downstream. This is the view she had every morning she came out the door. So the knock. And of course this was what we call the golden gates. These gates here were actually painted golden. Beautiful gates. Just shows you time has done a lot of damage in the last 40 years. There we go. That's the golden gates. This is on the Monzie Road. This is where I used to do my 10-mile runs, coming around here. Over here in the mid-distance is the old called Crieff quarry. Used to be full of sand, not visible now. No. This Monzie Road was a real challenge for up and coming athlete. "10 miles, always within the hour, sometimes 56 minutes, sometimes 58 minutes, and once I remember doing 54 minutes for 10 miles, which was incredible for an 18-year-old on my own, not in race conditions. Giving you a little view in the area of the Shaggy towards Glenturret Distillery. Okay, this is us at the confluence of the Barwick directly opposite, and coming in from the left hand side is the turret. So the turret joins the Barwick, and this is what we call a confluence of the two streams or burns. Both waters together move down downstream for about 3/4 of a mile to a mile, and they will then reach Glen Turret Distillery, where they will join the Shaggy. So all three rivers meet at Glen Turret Distillery, and of course the Kelty had previously joined the Shaggy further upstream. So what happens is all the four rivers amalgamate as the River Turret, the main stream, as this is Glen Turret, and they all flow down to the River Erne, another mile or so downstream, at a point known as Lady Mary's Walk, and that's something I'll show at a later time. But at the moment I'm heading over the waters here. I'm just going to find a suitable place to cross. Not easy, even though the weather hasn't been too bad recently for rain. As you can see, the water's still fairly high for crossing safely. There is rain forecast for later today. This is the 12th of September 2017, and I'm going to show you around a wee bit more anyway, but this is just to let you know an update on the turret where it joins with the Barwick. There's no pleasure better than an old stick for walking up the hill. Gives you the strength to get up the brae. You know, it really fills my heart with joy to see so many of these hawthorn berries. Although the sun's not shining on them just now, they are just about ripe for picking, and I shall visit this particular hedgerow on the Barwick Road fairly soon to gather some for my medicines.